Good evening and welcome to Linda's Stampin' Escape. Tonight we have a live class and we are featuring the Hello Irresistible Suite. This is a new online exclusive and I am so happy that you have joined us this evening. I see we have a few people popped in. Hello, everyone. Please jump in, say hello. Like to see who's all here this evening. And welcome to any of our new people. We welcome you into our Stampin' community. Easy for me to say, huh? Okay. Hello, Karen and Beth and Jenny and Sharon are all here. Wonderful. Oh, that's good. Yes. So, I cleared out my camera and my computer and I did a whole lot of different tricks tonight so that hopefully we will have a fun, uninterrupted evening. Hello, Barb, and Beth is not working tonight. Yay! That is good to hear. Glad you could join us. So, it'll be interesting. So please, I hope I don't forget anything because I am upstairs. I wanted the strongest broadcast here. So I moved the camera and all the lighting and the computer and everything and all my Stampin' stuff is all up here. So I hope I don't forget anything. So I am ready. Hi, Barb. Welcome. So the Hello Irresistible is part of our new online exclusives. And it's not just Hello Irresistible. So hop on over to my webpage here. I am lindaloves.stampinup.net. Go over there and check it out. You see this cute little rhino here. There's a whole suite with that. And there are also little leaves. There's a whole bunch of stuff. So hop on over there when you have time and take a look at that. Because they've got more than just what I'm sharing with you tonight. And here is the Hello Irresistible Suite. I know we covered part of this last week, but we had a few issues. So, which reminds me, we have 3 drawings tonight. Isn't that fun? That'll be lots of fun. And those 3 people are going to win a nice sampling of the loose frosted dots. So, they are really pretty. And I love them. And I think they're way more than just popping an element onto your card front. So I'll be sharing more about that later. Karen says, woo! I know, it's so much fun. Oh, gosh. So let me backtrack just a moment here. Take this out of here. And one of the reasons I decided to do the card I'm doing tonight is I was inspired by this paper right here. So I just love the fact that it's white and it's really pretty. And I thought, geez, you know, you could do this with almost any color. And then it went ding, ding, ding. So that's what we're going to do tonight. And then I thought, gee, I wonder what it looks like in black. So I have that. I have a little sampling of that too. So then we're going to take, this is going to be my background paper. So this gorgeous one here, and then this one here. Can you see? It's so fun because I just die cut my leaves out here. So out of this pattern, and you'll see that I went with the lighter color because I wanted it to coordinate with the rest of the items that we had. So all right, and then I think we went through a lot of this paper last time. Isn't that pretty? I just love this white. Looks like a stormy day. Love this one. So 2 sides. There we go. Oh, there's my other sheet. So there's the Hello Irresistible 6x6 paper, and that's all of these pretty patterns here. So a little bit more here for us. Look at that. Oh, yes. So much fun. This paper is gorgeous and fun. Didn't know that could happen, did you? Then tonight I'm going to introduce to you the new, it's called Naturally Gilded, and it's a 12 by 12 designer paper, and it comes in this silver pattern, and there's 2 sheets of each of this, and this is the bronze, and then I have gold. So gold is with vanilla, the other 2 are white, but they are so pretty. So pretty. So I really gotta focus on what I can do with these because they're such beautiful, rich colors. So we're gonna be heat embossing tonight. I'm really excited. And here is our irresistible blooms. I already pulled out my 2 blooms, a large and a small, and then the hello will be our greeting. So I pulled all that out, and I did cheat a little bit. I die cut my stuff out ahead of time. So here is all the dies, and we are going to use this fun one. Okay, I don't know how old you guys are. My guess is my range for people who watch ranges from about, I would say, 38 to 72. That's what my statistics say from Facebook anyways. So how fun is that? I love it. And you know, stampers, we don't care how old we are. Age is just a number that none of us pay attention to. But the reason I'm saying all this is because I just love this pattern. It reminds me of the 70s. And I know some of us were like teenagers, baby teenagers in the 70s. And I just love this die right here. And I used this gorgeous silver one for this. So my pattern here is no longer distinctive. You're going to see silver in here and white dots, and I just thought that would look really pretty on our background. It would add white to my card base, which will be white, and then a little silver just to jazz it up. So that's what we'll be doing with that one. So let's get this all away so we can start. And of course you can see my finger daubers here. We're going to be using those to do some coloring on our embossed flowers. Now the colors I'm using tonight, besides my white base, are So Saffron, Highland Heather, and Petal Pink. Petal Pink is one of the colors, and Flirty Flamingo. These 2 colors are actually in the 6x6 designer series paper. So that's going to help pull everything together and coordinate. But we're using that beautiful soft seafoam green, which let me grab right over here, so you can see how pretty that all goes together. That is going to lead to a whole lot of fun. So actually I need these here. And we'll just set these over here for now. I do not need the ink pads right now or my markers. We are going to grab our craft ink pad here in white. When you emboss, you can use the Versamark with white, but I love to go white on white. And the reason I like to do that is because it really adds a brighter, bolder white to your cardstocks. So we're going to take the big ones here, and I am going to, and you'll notice I have my stamps with the rubber up so that you can really see how much ink you get on there. You want to get as much on there as you can. All right. Let that into the paper. We have Karen and Chris who have joined us. Welcome, ladies. And now we're going to grab, this is the Embossings Additions Kit. And I tried to find it in the catalog and I could not. So, of course, I went online and grabbed it. So there is the number, but it comes with your embossing buddy, a brush, and a little pinchy tool here so you don't burn your fingers. And it all comes in that nice tray, which I kept, by the way. So there is our Embossing Additions Kit. And now we're just going to take this and sprinkle that on there. Tap off our excess and we'll grab this because we'll emboss this one first, but we're going to do another one. So let's do the Highland Heather. Get that on there. Nice and juicy. Again, I like to just slide my paper, my cardstock underneath my embossing powder, and then it like gets all nice and full. So you would do all three colors, but we don't really have to do that tonight. And now we are going to take this, and yes, I'm going to make a little noise because I'm going to use my heat gun. And the trick to this is you don't need to do this anymore with the whole riding it all around, because they have changed the heat guns from when I started, at least. They don't burn your paper anymore. But what you want to do is just watch for that powder to go from dull to a nice, shiny, embossed area. You'll see it a lot better on this one. There we go. See how that changes and it gets shiny? You can over emboss, so definitely don't want to do that. So don't hold it on there too long. Once you get that shine, you're good. If you hang on to that too long, it could actually over emboss your items. So, all right, I am going to close this. And for those of you who are new to stamping, our new ink pads, actually they're a couple years old now, already flip upside down. So you don't have to store your ink pads upside down with the new ones. It keeps them upside down for you, and that keeps all the ink to the top of the ink pad. So now we're going to grab some of our colors. So we have our petal pink here. So we're going to grab Flirty Flamingo, and we're going to pop it open. And I open mine like a compact. That's how they used to call them back in the day. Also known as face powder. So we're going to dab a little color on there. And then we are going to lightly come in here and twirl or swirl or rub, however you want to call it, and get a little bit of that color into the center. And then I gently go out so you can see it getting softer and prettier, but it draws your eye to that center. Then I'm going to grab a little tissue here, and that's going to pull off any of that ink that's on the white. So now it'll really pop. And then if you want to draw your eye into the center even more, you can take your Stampin' Right markers and come in here and just follow those little Stampin' Up lines for the little inside stem of your flower. And I'm just pulling a little color in there. And then I'm just going to put just a little down there. I don't want too much, but I do want it to draw your eye deep into the center, and that creates your focal point. I'm going to put just a little bit darker than there. So glad. Jenny says, so glad no computer issues this week. Me too. Me too. But I am upstairs today. So, and I'm getting a new phone, so that'll help. And just trying to change some issues that might have been causing the problem. So a little bit of everything we're updating. So hopefully in a few weeks it'll all be done. Now, this was our Highland Heather, so we're going to use Gorgeous Grape on the center of this one. But you get the idea where we're going here. And just adding that little bit more color just to make those flowers pop. And it's funny, but that little bit of tissue pulling that ink back off really does a nice job, doesn't it? Look at that. Ooh, so pretty. And it gives your flower some depth and dimension, and you're really not doing a whole lot more. The embossing gives it the texture, so you're adding so much to this little flower, and look at what that does. So pretty. All right, and through the magic of TV, of course, we did die cut those. Now, I do want to pull out one of the dies and just go over those a little bit with you. So here is the big flower, and I think my big flower was in the purple, so let's use that one. So when I'm trying to line these up, of course, the raised edge goes this way, goes down so that it cuts. That's your cutting blade. And then I look for little divots in here, and that's what I use to line these up. So when you get those little divots or corners or whatever, and you get that lined up, that's what's going to help you line these up a lot quicker. So easy, makes it easier. Otherwise, you're kind of just searching all over. But if you look for two or three key points, 1, 2, 3, then it's a little easier to line up your dies and flowers or stamped image. Okay, so we got those all done. There's our flowers. And just so you know that all of these markers, I used the daffodil on our So Saffron, and I used the flamingo on our petal pink, and then I used Gorgeous Grape. These are all the bolds, so they come in one pack. They don't sell the markers individually like they used to, so I tried to stick with colors that you could just buy one pack and go from there. As far as cardstocks, I suggest anybody that's new to buy the multiple color packs, because then you can decide what colors you like best, and then you can buy the full packs. But even I, as a demonstrator, started with the multi-packs. It's just easier that way. See, there's our little leaves already cut out, and I noticed I already have my greeting cut out. I didn't realize that I did that. Must have been working harder than I thought. All right, so we're taking a regular A2 size card base, which is 8.5 by 5.5, and then it is scored and folded at 4.25. And I thought that I had my boom folder with me, and where I set it, nobody knows, but you know me, I'll use my blocks because they work great as a bone folder. There we go. So we got that set nicely. And now our pretty paper here is cut at 4 by 5.25. However, I am not going to put this on yet because we are going to set down our pretty little piece here. And I need to do that with the glue. So I'm just going to take this. There we go. And I don't want to get too much on there. So I'm starting with the dots. And then what I'm going to do is pull some of that out onto my edges. Oh my, I get quiet gluing just like some people get quiet coloring. Okay, now I'm going to just set this off to the side for now. And I am going to put this right about here. And yes, I do have some hangover, which is fine. Not a hangover, but a little hanging over my edges. And that's fine because we will glue that down later. So I'm only gluing the top down right now because I'm going to intersperse my flowers in here. And then I'll figure out where I want to put everything. So I want this one near the bottom because he's heavier. He's a darker color. We'll keep this one light, and then we're going to pull our pink one in here. And do we want this one up and over? Or do I want him over here? I might put that on that side. Pull this one, can go under this one. They can go wherever they want. You don't have to put, you could put them all layered on top. I just thought it was fun to kind of weave it in there. And we're going to do this, and I think I'm going to pop this guy on top because we got these two weaved in there. So I'm going to take a little bit of that glue and put it in there, and then we're going to lift this back up. See, this little tool works good for everything, doesn't it? Our little take your pick tool is quite handy. I'm going to tip it this way. And I got to watch because I only have a 1/4 inch here. And then we're going to take this one. And the glue on your flowers here will help hold down the rest of that. So we're going to put this one over here. See how that's going to hold that down? Just going to get this tucked in there. Now we're going to tip this one this way. Just got to make sure these guys are still laying kind of flat. There we go. Now we're going to take dimensionals. Pull these up and pop them onto our flowers. Come on, there we go. Get that last guy off. And let's put that little pretty in pink right over the top of those two. Now comes our leaves. And I like the way this one curls down, so I'm going to move him up over here. All right, and little glue there. We'll tuck that under there so you can kind of see that. And then this little guy, not quite sure where I want to put him yet. I'm thinking down between these two. Nicely. And then our hello, I might want to lift this. Ooh, glad I didn't put too much adhesive on that. And this one we're going to pop up. So Karen said it would make a good sympathy card, or Jenny said a wedding. True on both accounts. I think florals go good for anything. Birthday, oops, let's not put our hello, or just how about a nice little greeting. There we go. I like how the one comes off of there. All right, now I'm going to have to give these guys a little lift right here. Get that glue, and then hit my edges here, because you really don't want them all lifted up, do you? And if you want, you could even just do it like this with your fingers. Make sure you get that down. And I am going to use my sticky part right here because I don't want that on my worksheet. So I'm just going to put that right there. And that way it'll lift right back up when it's done. There we go. And now comes the trimming. Now we're just going to cut this excess off on both ends. And then it's nice and straight. Don't you love it? Get that out of the way. And then we just bring our card base back. And we're going to lift this back up. And I'm going to have to do just a little trimming. And I'm going to show you why. And that's okay too, because you want it to fit in your envelope. So see how you're going to trim your little floral edges here? And that's okay, because remember when we first started stamping and we always talked about it's good to go off the page because it gives you a nice continuous flow. Same works on any other projects that you do, not just stamping, but your die cuts can do the same thing for you. Little glue there. I do have my other adhesive here, but since I had the glue out and it was handy, I used that. And I'm going to bring my flowers right up to the edge that we trimmed off and get this straight. And if I need to trim off more, I can do that. This is what I like about the glue, is it allows me to move my paper around a little bit more before I stick it all the way down. All right, now let me see. Oh, hey, I did pretty good. So a little more trimming. Maybe a 1/16 of an inch on there. But there is our card. Quick and easy. And just a little bit of daubing that color on there just makes your flowers pop. Adding the darker green with your already green background. I mean, I love the leaves, but now these leaves pop. And intertwining your flowers in between that cute little die cut, I just think is so cool. And the fact that it has silver is even better. So now I do want to add some embellishments, and I chose the opaque adhesive back gems, and we can use the Highland Heather, or we can use white. So what are you ladies thinking? You think we should pull more of the purple out here, or do you think we should stick with our whites? I know it takes a few minutes for me to see your answers, but I'm looking forward to see what you guys think. Meanwhile, Karen says white. Meanwhile, I used the dual oval punch for my greeting, if I didn't say that before. I got lots of whites, so white it is. All right, let's focus here. Oh my, I think I pulled that a little bit too hard before, or twisted it. There we go. I'm going to stick one down here. Go with our purple, that'll make that pop. And then I'm going to use 2 of the medium-sized ones. And we're going to put those right up here by our greeting. Not gonna stress too much about it. You guys know me. And I can sit there for 5 minutes and move everything around, right? Whoops, I lost it. There he is. Oop, okay, now he's on. All right. So that is our Hello Irresistible with a fun and easy coloring technique with your heat embossing. And just a reminder, we are halfway through that mini catalog, and I have so much more to show from there, but with the release of the Hello Irresistible and all of the other online exclusives that go live today. I just wanted to show you. And I said I wanted to show you what the black ones look like. The white is gorgeous and the black is fun. So I'm inviting you to come over to my blog tomorrow and check out what the finished card looks like with the black. So Chris says purple is always her answer. Okay, well, tomorrow on the black one, we'll have purple. If it works, then we'll do the purple. But yes, very pretty, so simple. And again, I just love stringing the flowers through that design. So they got some neat dies in this one. So we're going to have lots of fun with that. Oh, so before you scoot off, though, don't forget we are giving away 3 packets of the these little guys right here. So the loose frosted dots, we're going to give away 3 because we had to give away 2 last week, and then with so many interruptions that we had, I never got to give that prize away either. So we're giving 3 packs away tonight. And let's see who our winners are. I am grabbing some paper here so I can write everybody's names down who won. And we will pull this over. I've got so many things hooked up now that oh gosh, my setup downstairs is so much easier to work with, but we're doing this just so we can, there we go, and let's make this big so all you can see. How's that? This might have to move. There we go. That's better. Get that light out of the way. And so, Chris says it makes me think of roses climbing up a trellis. Oh, that's a cool, yes. I like that, Chris. All right, ladies, cross your fingers because your name is probably in here if you've been watching the last few weeks. So, good luck, everybody. 3, 2, 1. Let's see who our first winner is. And I'm sorry I'm moving. Barb Wallish is winner number 1. All right. Well, you guys are going to love these embellishments. And I'm going to have to create, I have a card in my head that goes with these. So I'm going to have to get it quick so you guys can see it. Okay, so we got Barb down. And we're ready to go again. 3, 2, 1. Good luck, everyone. Now we have Lucy. So congratulations, Lucy. Get you down here. And we have one more spin here. Ready? Let's go. This is so much fun. Ooh, Chris. Chris Weston is our 3rd winner. All right. I feel better now. I'm all caught up. So if you're watching tonight, your name will be in next week's drawing. And I will be back with another card. I don't know if it's going to be another one from this week or not, but we'll be doing it. And you can always find my videos on YouTube. So I have a nice stash over there. So just go on over and you can look over there. And again, I invite you over to my blog tomorrow, Linda's Stampin' Escape. Just go over there and check out the card made with the pretty little flowers we used tonight and done in black. So have a good evening, ladies, and thank you so much for joining me. Good night.